This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Apply the handbrake. Disconnect the battery's negative terminal before continuing. Open the cover to gain access to the battery. Slacken the clamp nut and disconnect the clamp from the battery negative terminal. Secure the cable aside to prevent accidental reconnection. Remove the wheel trim and partially unscrew by a maximum of 90 degrees the relevant hub bolt with the vehicle resting on its wheels. Note that the bolt is very tight and a suitable extension bar will probably be required to aid unscrewing. Caution: do not loosen the bolt more than 90 degrees with the vehicle standing on the ground, as the wheel bearings may be damaged. Also slacken the road wheel securing bolts. Then jack up the front of the car and support it on axle stands. Remove the front road wheels. Unscrew the nut and disconnect the anti-roll bar link from the strut. Release the ABS sensor wiring from the strut. Unscrew and remove the hub bolt the rest of the way, using a suitable object such as a punch placed in a brake disc cooling vane to prevent the disc from rotating when loosening the hub bolt. Discard the bolt and obtain a new one for refitting. Unscrew the 3 nuts securing the front suspension lower arm ball joint to the lower arm. Discard the nuts as new ones must be used on refitting. Lever the lower arm downwards to release it from the ball joint studs. Then pull the hub carrier outwards and at the same time withdraw the drive shaft outer constant velocity joint from the hub. If the joint splines are a tight fit in the hub, tap the joint out of the hub using a soft-faced mallet and drift. If this fails to free the drive shaft from the hub, the joint will have to be pressed out using a suitable tool bolted to the hub. Caution: support the drive shaft outer joint while it is free from the hub. Do not allow it to hang under its own weight, or the joint may be damaged. Note the way round it is fitted, then unscrew the nut and remove the clamp bolt securing the wheel bearing housing to the bottom of the strut. The wheel bearing housing must now be released from the strut. To prevent the wheel bearing housing from falling too far downward and causing damage to the brake hose or ABS wiring, either refit the lower ball joint to the lower arm and secure with the nuts, hand tightened, or place a suitable object underneath the wheel bearing housing, such as a trolley jack or a sturdy block of wood. Volkswagen technicians insert a special tool into the split wheel bearing housing and turn it through 90 degrees to open up the clamp. A similar tool, such as an Allen key, can be used in the same manner. Slightly press inwards the top of the wheel bearing housing, then push it downwards from the bottom of the strut. Support the wheel bearing housing to one side without straining the hydraulic brake hose. Remove the windscreen cowl cover to access the strut upper mounting nuts. Stick a piece of masking tape to the glass along the edge of the wiper blade to use as an alignment aid on refitting. Prise off the wiper arm spindle nut covers, then slacken and remove the spindle nuts. Lift the blade off the glass and pull the wiper arm until it releases from the spindle. If necessary, the arm can be levered off the spindle using a suitable flat-bladed screwdriver. If both windscreen wiper arms are to be removed at the same time, mark them for identification. The arms are not interchangeable. Pull off the rubber sealing strip from the top of the bulkhead. Starting on the right-hand side, carefully pull the plastic windscreen cowling from the windscreen seal. Do not use a screwdriver lever between the cowling and the windscreen, as this is likely to result in the windscreen cracking. To ensure correct refitting, mark the strut upper mounting in relation to the body. Support the strut, then unscrew the upper mounting bolts and lower the strut from the wheel arch. Manoeuvre the new or overhauled strut into position under the wheel arch and locate the suspension strut turret in the previously noted position. If a new strut is being fitted, locate it so that one of the two arrows marked on the upper mounting points forwards and the bolt holes are aligned. Insert the bolts and tighten to the specified torque. Once again, ensure that both struts are being renewed to avoid dangerous handling peculiarities. Refit the windscreen cowl cover, ensuring a proper seal against the windscreen and the ends of the cover where it meets the vehicle body. Refit the rubber sealing strip to the bulkhead. Refit the left and right wiper arms to their noted locations and align the blades to the tape marked on the glass before removal. Screw on the nuts and tighten them securely. Then refit the plastic caps. Engage the wheel bearing housing with the bottom of the suspension strut, making sure that the hole in the side plate aligns with the holes in the split housing. Raise the housing while pressing it inwards to assist entry. Use a trolley jack if necessary. When fully entered, remove the tool used to open the split. Insert the new strut-to-wheel bearing housing bolt in the proper direction, then fit the new retaining nut. Tighten the nut to the specified torque. Engage the outer joint with the hub. Fit the new hub bolt and use it to draw the joint fully into position. Align the ball joint studs with the holes in the lower arm, then release the arm and fit the 3 new nuts. Tighten the nuts to the specified torque. Connect the anti-roll bar link to the strut and tighten the nut securely. Attach the ABS wheel speed sensor wiring at the necessary retaining points. Prevent the brake disc from rotating, then tighten the driveshaft bolt to the Stage 1 torque setting. The bolt must be tightened with the wheel clear of the ground. Refit the front road wheels. And lower the vehicle to the ground. Then angle tighten the driveshaft bolt through the stage 2 angle. Refit the wheel trim or hubcap. Once the driveshaft bolt is correctly tightened, tighten the wheel bolts to the specified torque. Connect the negative battery clamp to the negative battery terminal. Tighten the clamp nuts securely. Refit the top insulator cover to the battery, sliding in the locator tabs at the rear and securing the tabs at the front. Check that the suspension struts operate normally while driving and a smooth ride is felt without irregular handling. Any faults should be investigated and rectified immediately. We recommend the front wheel alignment is checked at the earliest opportunity.